of the same old, then check out Talk with Teddy. Each week there are new guests and new topics. Talk with Teddy, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Bree, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area at 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
All right, everybody. So we have a very special show for you this evening. Our friend here at Talk with Teddy, Mr. T. Roy, and actually Mr. Biggins. I'm not sure where he is, but I know he's here floating around somewhere. But we have got a treat for you. This whole group. Actually, I'm going to start with T. Roy to kind of explain a few things. But I want to welcome Baron and Angie and Ben, and then T. Roy and Kevin, of course. But we're going to let T. Roy. Well, it's either that or I show the video. Do you want me to wait on the video and we just talk about it? Or how would you like to do this?
Do we want it to be a surprise?
Let's show the video. Show the video.
Show the video?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
go ahead, show it.
All right, so we're going to show the video, and then we're going to talk about this right afterwards, because I think it's pretty cool. So let's do this first, and hopefully Biggins will be back by then. All right, pay attention, people.
Well, what the hell are you doing out here? Wet my ass on. What the hell you got?
Alfie, I think we found him. I think it was Bigfoot.
I do too. It was terrifying. There ain't no damn Bigfoot, you little weirdo. Get your ass back. What in the damn hell? Damn little pervert watching me take a shit.
I think that was close, but I think we got away, Alfie.
Me too.
I kind of hurt my leg, though.
Come here, you damn little pervert. What the hell are you out here doing, boy? What the hell? But hey, no damn Bigfoot. Come back here.
Tanya.
Welcome back, Tanya.
Hi, Tanya. Woo-hoo, mama. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
All right, so this was... So this
Hey,
is...
Tanya, your mic is muted, just so you know.
Oh.
I think they're frozen.
There she is. Yeah, and she's frozen. That's why it's the way it... She's gonna have to. There we go. She's gonna have to pop out and come back in. Well, anyways, Biggins left too. I was hoping he'd be back by now, but that's okay. So that was an interesting little snippet of what you guys are putting together and what you guys are doing. So, T. Ray, why don't you kind of explain real quick the thought behind this?
The thought behind the whole show is basically to just get us together and start something really fun and do something that nobody else has ever done before. So we just pretty much put our heads together and came up with Cryptid Crusaders, which is a really good show that is going to be coming out soon. And actually, Ben was saying some stuff earlier. If you would,
Yeah, go ahead, Ben. What do you got to say?
What stuff was I saying earlier? I've said a lot of things.
That'll work.
I don't want to get in the wrong subject here.
Well, yeah, we just get together. We got together and we came up with the skits basically all on our own. We don't go back or anything like that. So we there's two witches. There's a investigator looking for Bigfoot, and a newscast man with his line.
And you're a fairy.
Right.
But yes, this is my next one. I am a fairy.
I know you keep beating your husband with your wing.
Yes,
that outfit will be made.
Everyone's teasing.
So now the whole premise then behind this is more or less like getting your friends together, but it's kind of like a comedy skit, right? I mean, it's
Right.
got some fun into it. So this is the time I think that we need stuff like this. It's like the world's kind of the world is kind of in shambles right now. So having something to take your mind off of things and little skits like this is pretty funny. I love the whole thing with Ben and the puppet.
Yeah.
His name is
Alfie.
He's my best friend.
I can believe that, Ben, from where I'm sitting.
Everybody can. Trust me.
So, but what was interesting,
right?
What was interesting was when, Tom Naylor saying, T-Roy, are they fairy wings? Well, yes, they are fairy wings.
Yes, they are.
They're beautiful fairy wings.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So one of the fun parts was when it opens up, just from this little skit. How did you guys overlay some of the noises for Biggins while he was pretending to take a shit? Because they were pretty good. They're pretty convincing.
Yeah.
That'll be on there.
Bear's been doing our editing up to this point, so all the effects, that's completely Bear. He's teaching himself out.
Well, Bear, that was great, man. I listened to that part every time I had to come back through to it, I'm like, man, that sounds like he's really taking a dump.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
So kind of explain. Kind of explain everybody's roles for me. Like Ben, you're. Go ahead, Ben. Tell me what your role is.
Okay, so I'm kind of like the smart guy of the group. Who
smart guy?
Kind of yeah.
Okay.
So at the show, I come in, and at the beginning, I'm looking for Bigfoot, and so we all kind of run in and we meet each other in the woods, and I'm like, look, if we find all this stuff, then we can make this much money off finding Bigfoot or this off the chupacabra and stuff like that. And so I'm kind of supposed to, not come 100% in real life, but in the show, I work with all the cameras and I build fun gadgets throughout the show and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Let's go up to Bear.
Did you say to Bear?
Yeah, Bear.
Basically throughout the show, I'm going to be an ex-news reporter. So another part of the video we have is, it starts off with reading off the news right away, and it's oh gosh, we have this virus outbreak, and I get halfway through the report, and I'm all like, hey, I got to get home to my family. So basically, I'm basically getting out into the woods, making sure I'm away from people, so that I don't get this virus and stuff. And so that'll basically through my part through it is I'll just be the weary hey, what's that called? When people, I'll be like the conspiracy the conspiracy theorist.
Okay, theorist. Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
be all like, yeah, and so I'll spend time thinking about stuff, things we can look at. Be like, oh, I heard there's a theory over here, and so that's basically what the character is gonna be doing, and being the camera guy. So
Okay, Angie.
I gotta tell you, I honestly don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I'm just gonna do what I do and follow around and make observations as I see fit. That's about it.
Okay, so and T-Roy
She's
kind of
the pretty face,
She's what?
but plus a lot more.
She's what?
She's the pretty one of the group.
Okay.
Don't
So
get jealous.
T-Roy, kind of you explain what yours and Kevin's roles are. Now you said you're playing a fairy.
Yes. I play a fairy that comes and kind of haunts Bigham because Bigham gets kind of drunk on moonshine, and so he starts seeing me, and I kind of taunt him.
But that's just part of the skit. The actual characters that he's playing on, off of his being a medium and we're witches. So that's why we're in the woods to begin with, because we're out searching for herbs and foraging because we wanted to spell.
Yeah.
And that'll all work its way together. Spell fairy, witches
Cool.
and whatnot.
So
It's gonna be great.
so Biggins is he's one of the actors involved. What is his role?
He's a moonshiner.
He's just a
Yeah.
moonshiner. Okay.
Just a moonshiner.
He
And
wants to make
yeah.
some money.
He's kind of a disbeliever, but he's really interested in what might be there.
Okay. All right. Cool. Now, what is your hopes with this? Are you guys planning on making this a like several like skits and series, or I mean, is this going to be a one-time shot? Or Bear, you had your hand up. What's the thought behind this?
if you leave it to me, the plan is to mix reality with funny. We go to these places and we're going to check, and Biggin likes to say that he wants to see something, and so, but at the same time, with all of us together, we're always laughing and joking and having a lot of fun. So the plan is to pick up and just cruise around and check out different places. Start off in one area.
And just record it and have it so that if there's something out of it that you can use it for your skits and your stories. Okay.
Oh, yeah, but there'll still be skits also. And so we're presenting two realities. One is comedy, and then the other is going to be realistic. I mean, if we find a ghost, awesome. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's a bunch of friends having fun together. So
Right.
It's
kind of cool.
We spend all of our everyday lives with each other. We figured we might as well let everybody else into it as
Might as well do something
We spend a
productive,
lot of
right?
time together.
You spend a lot of time together, so yeah. Okay.
We do. Kind of playing off what they said. So this is like gonna be a web series, and it's just so we'll actually be hunting things with a comedy twist on it to kind of like meet all parties, hit everybody where they want to see something, and so the skits are just kind of something extra. So yeah, it's something we see that we can have fun with that other people find interesting.
Cool.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't really care if anybody else finds it interesting or not. We're doing this for us, and if other people enjoy it, great. And if not, we're living our best life.
Exactly.
Cool. So, Cryptid Crusaders, did you get the website all set?
Yeah. So the website right now is I just have the homepage up because the other pages we don't have our full episode done yet because we're just starting out, and then we don't have any blogs written, so they would just be blank pages there for no reason. So it's just the homepage, but it is up. It's linked to our social media. It has a bit of teasers on it, some bios, stuff like that.
So it would be the cryptidcrusaders.com?
Yeah.
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 Exactly like that.
Okay, cool. Well, T-Roy's been telling us this for about a month or so ago, telling us that you guys have been this idea's been floating around. You were going to do some of this stuff, and the little skit that we saw earlier, and I will probably play it again for the people that are showing up. Hold on, I guess there is a over here. Oh, Tanya's actually put it in here. Bear's the tech genius. He's laid back and relaxed, like a Papa Bear, always watching out for everyone. Angie's the kid at heart, always making jokes, cutting up, and she's a barrel of fun.
Oh,
Did you know?
I'm flattered.
And it says, going up a little bit, it says, Ben's the smart one. Every group has one. Tanya's the group alcoholic or alcohol, and every group has one of those too.
yeah. She's proud to be our alcoholic.
There you go.
She is.
And
She's
Tanya
right.
says that T-Roy is my all-time favorite fairy. And
We're all waiting for the comments.
yeah, I'm reading the Off the Watch Party, and T-Roy and Kevin are the witches. So she's kind of posting the same thing that I've asked you guys along the way about the show, which is kind of cool. So, because apparently she can't stay on here. The video wasn't working for her, so that's what I'm assuming, because she didn't come back, and neither did Biggins.
We love you guys.
We love you guys.
Yeah.
So we'll try and,
If you find a way to join us, do so.
yeah, we'll try and it's usually because the internet signal isn't that strong, and unless they actually plug into the Ethernet or something like that, it won't stay connected. So yeah,
They're at a hotel right now, I'm pretty sure. So
all right, well, they're probably using the hotel Wi-Fi, and that's usually not very good.
right.
So
Tanya is out looking for Biggin while he's out trying to get some shine going. That's how we meet her. And this whole time, she's like, hey, I'll hook you up with some shine. And he's all, you didn't tell him about it, did you? It's like, nobody.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. So Tana keeps lying to Biggin, saying they don't know about the moonshine when she told them from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's pretty great.
Well, you got a hello from Tom Nally, a hello from Liz Clevenger, and a hello from Elizabeth Plummer. They're all in here, and Michelle Millens. They're on the main page here saying hi,
Hello.
so that's kind of cool.
Hi.
Hello.
And other people that we can't see. So what is your hope with this? I mean, are you hoping that you're able to continue this on for a long period of time and just keep creating skits and or is this something like you're trying to do mini movies? Like what's your idea of how long these things are going to be, and like how many you're hoping to do? I guess
it's
smart guy.
I think that we're going to do movies. Like when we actually go hunt things, we actually have Ben has a friend in Ohio who really wants us to come to our shoe factory that's supposed to be haunted. And there's so many places and so many things we all want to do. So when we actually hunt for something, I think we'll do the full movies because you can't help but make a movie out of it. Mm-hmm. And then meantime skits. Normally we're much more entertaining. I gotta tell you, I'm a little nervous and I have no idea what to say to anybody.
Oh, honey, get some shine and relax.
We're trying to hide my fat rolls, so
nah. get some shine and relax.
Wow. I got first night. We got this time.
See, there you go.
About 15 minutes, we'll be good to go.
Okay. So Tanya's back on here and says, the two Kevins are like so much alike. It's like having a second husband. I love you, Kevin.
Oh, I love you too. The T-Roy and Tanya are so much alike that it's like having a second husband too. Biggins and I, we can. They'll be talking. We'll just look at each other and be like, "I feel you, bud."
I'm getting jealous here for some reason. But anyways, so I myself, I mean, I would like to see where this goes. I mean, what I was saying in the beginning of, the world's kind of in shambles right now. So any kind of little laughter or something to preoccupy our minds, this is kind of a cool way to do it. And, you know, it's kind of like what T-Roy was telling me originally, that, you know, you guys definitely want to kind of, and this is why it's called Cryptid Crusaders, you guys actually want to go and do like little mini investigations and stuff, but you want to videotape yourselves, and then if anything fun comes out of it, use it, which I think is a great idea.
Right.
Absolutely. And we want it to be actual haunted places that are known to be haunted, or the, you know, having certain things happen there kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. And the reason we chose cryptid instead of paranormal is cryptid covers everything, not just ghosts. So it gives us the range to go.
It's the other way
after
around, because
anything.
paranormal covers cryptids, UFOs, ghosts, hauntings. It's kind of the other way around. Paranormal covers everything. In fact, paranormal used to be called the supernatural, the unknown. And so that's been, you know, that pretty much covers all that. Cryptid and all that stuff falls underneath that, which is kind of cool. So, but Cryptid Crusaders, I mean, you guys started out with a Bigfoot skit. I mean, and that's kind of cool. I actually have a Bigfoot, so you guys could borrow him if you want. He's not that far.
What?
He's in Pennsylvania. I mean, I could get a hold of him and, you know, and see if his name is Buddy the Bigfoot, and he's a big Bigfoot. So,
Okay. Will he run through the woods and let us chase him now?
Huh?
Will he run through the woods and let us chase him?
He might run for little stints, and then you'll have to go and wipe his brow off and give him a beer or something. But yeah, he might run a little bit. I don't know how much he'll run.
We'd have to motivate him.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Tanya's back over here. I should move that so I can see it more. It says, sorry, Biggin and Kevin are a lot alike. Him and Troy are the gay us, with a smiley face.
I love you, Seth.
So, but actually, you know, you guys kind of stumbled across something that I think that if it's played out right would be hilarious, to be honest with you, because a lot of this stuff, like when I was looking at the video with Biggins being out taking a dump in the woods, or somewhere in North America, and then, you know, hearing the noises that Bear put in, and, you know, all that stuff, and then all you see was Ben and the puppet come up, and then the puppet came up by himself again. He must have a mind of his own sometimes, but
all the time.
all the time, yeah. So I was like, man, you guys could play even off of that more, with, you know, the whole thing of being out in the middle of nowhere and, you know, all that stuff. I think you guys are onto something, you know, and if you can,
it's definitely
find the little
unique
niches of humor, I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah,
you know, to add in there.
Right.
It really works because all of us together do well together. If you get all in the same group, you know, we just start talking and we're really comfortable around each other. So we just start opening up, and I think all of us in this group are like, we have great imaginations and they're always going off, but we can't tell other people because they're all like, you know, they'll look at you like, Ben, you're sick. And it's like, I don't want to be wet for you. I know I'm sick, all right? I just want to be wet for you. You know, so we get around each other, we open up, and the stuff just happens. You know, we think of ideas, and you know, we hardly get into talking about one idea before another one pops up that fits right into it. So,
right.
I agree with you. There's so many good stories come out of this that, you know, I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, it sounds, like I said, it sounds fantastic. If I was you guys, I would somehow strap a camera on T-Roy permanently, because I'm pretty sure, you know, he would be the one where there's some funny shit happening that you want to keep, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure. We said funny. We said funny, T-Roy.
Oh, I get that confused.
Yeah, put Mama Bertha away there, you know.
That's what happened when you come up here, and I think that boy's a little funny.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny because where you guys live, and like, because I'm in New York, I'm, you know, a long ways from you guys. I know a ton of Bigfoot researchers. I've been in the paranormal field for 36 years almost now, and I've dealt with every part of the paranormal. And it's kind of funny because I was thinking about this while I was kind of messing with your video, that there are plenty of times, like my first experience with Bigfoot first scared the shit out of me, and then after that, I was all excited, and I actually had to stop to make sure I didn't piss or shit myself because it was so, off the wall, so when you get out there and you're really looking for these things, you're quiet, you're looking for certain signs, you're focused. So when something out of the blue happens that you didn't expect, it kind of throws you for a loop. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
I can't wait to see what my reactions are gonna be.
Well, if you're looking to do some scary stuff, I have plenty of places up here that are scary. They will definitely knock your socks off.
Yeah,
please let us know.
Yeah,
living in the hills, we have a lot of legends and a lot of ghosts and stuff around
Waverly
here.
Hills.
Yeah, like we live right up the road from a battlefield, Wilson Creek Battlefield. So
that's a good place to start.
Like an hour.
Yeah, that's a good place to start. But up this way, there's plenty of places. You have to remember that, like in Pennsylvania, that's where some of the main battles were, and stuff. So like Gettysburg, and there's places up here where Sullivan's campaign came through, and they slaughtered a lot of the American Indians up here. And so there's battlefields. There's a hanging tree. There's plenty of houses up here that claim to be haunted. There's a ton of locations up here. And I'm sure you guys have enough down there to keep you busy for at least a couple of years. So, we can plan something down the road for you guys to come up this way and check out something different.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That would be so awesome. That'd be awesome.
Well, the biggest hope with this is we get to travel and go investigate things we've never heard of before, but people of the area know about, and research these things and look for them, So the big hope is start here and work our way out, because it's a big country and there's a lot of stories.
Yeah. There is a lot, from UFOs to haunting to so many cryptids that are out there, and there's new cryptids showing up all the time.
We can go to Oklahoma and look for little people.
There you go.
Look for what?
Little people.
In Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'll talk about that more later. It's nighttime, and I'm not going to talk about it right
now. Well, there's a place up here that has pugwidgies, so you can check out them. And
what?
Pugwidgies?
Pugwidgie.
Go on.
I'd like to know what this is.
Have you ever seen the movie Critters?
Yes.
No.
What they look like. Huh. They're little tiny creatures with spikes on their body, and they are very mischievous little creatures.
Teeth for days.
And they're all mouth.
Yeah, they're pretty much on, but we'll have to. Let me see if I can find a picture of one. Now I can show you what it looks like.
I'm really excited about this.
You guys haven't seen Critters? All right, so we will be watching.
I have not seen Critters. And if I have, I've forgotten. I am old now, so I get that little bit.
I feel like we need a Critters marathon. You guys know what we're talking about.
Critter marathon! We'll come over and lounge on your big couch and just do it.
All right. I think they were on
Oh, let's see if I can get this right. The spelling is what gets me on these things.
Times.
Pudge. Oh shit. Let's see. Okay. I think I got it. And okay, the next thing is finding a picture of what they actually look like, because nobody really knows. They're all guesses.
If nobody knows what they look like, then how do they know what it is?
That's for all of us to find out.
That's why they call it an investigation.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Wow. That is not what I was looking for. Well, this explains. Let's see. This is a puckwidgie. That's why I spelt it wrong. It's actually puckwidgie.
Puckwidgie.
Yeah. So let me see if I can find it that way. Okay, I found a couple pictures.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
So these are definitely.
I think that's the first time you've ever told me to wash my mouth, Mom.
Oh, these are cute.
Don't make me come in there.
Yeah. Don't you make her walk 10 steps.
It's more like
11.
Okay, so let me get these in here and then I'll bring them up for you. They are interesting little critters. These, of course, are just, nobody has real pictures, so they're just hand-drawn critters.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we should all draw our own picture of a witchy. We'll just vote on the best
Before we
one.
see it.
That's what we'll hunt for.
But they are interesting.
You would not like to see my thinking
Puckwidgie?
on what a puckwidgie looks like.
You have a picture of Bigfoot, of what you think Bigfoot looks like, Andy?
Apparently, he looks like Biggins.
Right?
Okay.
Oh.
Here's a puckwidgie.
Wow. That's
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go find one of them. I've always wanted one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. He's so cute.
Okay, see, that's more like what my mind is thinking.
and tie random things to a stick.
Is it
From the
puck
Delaware
wudgie?
Wampanoag folklore, 2 to 3 foot tall, they appear and disappear and lure people to their deaths and use magic, launch poison arrows, and create fire.
Yep.
Native Americans believe that they were once friendly to humans, but then turned against them, and the best to be left alone. According to lore, a person who annoyed a puckwidgie would be subject to nasty tricks by it, subject to being followed by the puckwidgie, and who would cause trouble for them.
Yep.
They're known to kidnap people, push them off cliffs, attack their victims with short knives and spears, and use sand to blind their victims.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we went to,
That's why I don't want to talk about little people. I'm from the Cherokees are like everywhere. I grew up with all kinds of Indian folklore.
Angie?
Ben and I went to O'Reilly's to buy brake pads. And hold on, I know where I was going with this.
Good one.
Okay, so anyway, our friend Sheila she works at O'Reilly's now. You guys have met her. She's the Wiccan that lives over by us. She's probably anyway. So she was telling us that her husband is really into these shows, and I forget the name of the guy, but he does YouTube videos and he actually investigates missing cases, and it freaked her out because there's people that like they find their boots and their belongings, but these people have just absolutely disappeared. I bet it's
quite a few of those. Quite a few of those out there.
It sounds like a puckwidgie just needs a hug.
Tom says, hell, for a beer, I'll run through the woods for you.
Yarr. Right.
I got a beer.
That's right. And Tanya's over here going, Pugwitchy? Puckwitchy. I had it wrong. So, but
we love it, Tom.
There was a movie out a while back, and it was called A Cat's Eye. And basically, there was a puckwitchy in it. They actually called it a troll, but they're very similar or the same thing. It's been misidentified several times, according to a lot of literature and stuff that people have collected over the years. But the land of Hinsdale, New York, where there is the haunted Hinsdale house, claims to have Puckwitchies on their land. And I can't say no because I've investigated the place several times, and I actually have video of a small type creature coming from. I had a light focused on the wall, and this thing came out of the darkness, got to the edge of the light, turned around, and ran away.
Wow.
And it was bipedal. It was small. It was like a little human. So.
Bipedal. That is beautiful. Did it have like the second drawing that you found? That one was really interesting with all the sticks and decorations hanging off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they look like little scavengers.
Yeah, see, that is absolutely. It's like you want to pick them up and hug them and keep them forever.
Yeah.
I wonder if you throw shiny things at them that he'll be your friend.
He just looked like a little skinny troll.
Just go to the debit card.
Well, I wonder if it looking to you is part of like its plan to attack you. Kind of leers you in.
Well, there's a lot of Native American lore about the Puckwitchie. There's a lot of in Ireland. Of course, everybody's heard of leprechauns, and it's pretty much the same thing, that the leprechaun would do certain things. In different parts of the country, they all have a story or a myth about a small human-like form. And some of them are, like here, Puckwitchies, some are leprechauns, some are just trolls and what do they call those things?
So that's what I was talking about with the little
so many
people.
different things with the little people that have
in
a lot of
Oklahoma,
different stories around
the
them.
Cherokee and stuff around.
Oh, I froze.
Oh.
Yeah, he froze.
Well, while we're waiting for them to come back, I will tell you, nothing can be discredited. There are actually people in the United States that do not believe in possums. Not even making a joke.
About opossums?
Possums.
I have possums. I have baby possums. I think they're adorable.
Yeah, no, I've met people who have never heard of a possum and don't believe they exist.
Wow. Wow.
There's blind people out there who don't believe seeing is a thing. You know. So
no, there's still a lot of people that believe the earth is flat.
Have you seen the pictures? There's no way it's round. I'm sorry, I can't do this.
You know, there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. There's a lot of things that I have a partner on Paratalk Radio that believes that Bigfoot is a part of the whole UFO phenomenon. She believes that the aliens dropped him off here and he climbs through portals. I don't. I believe
the only
that
thing
if
that makes
Bigfoot
sense
is real, I believe that he's just another animal. That's what I believe. But there's a lot of stuff out there in the paranormal field, and that's one of the reasons it's as big as it is because nobody can settle on the same thing. So,
right.
You know, maybe during your skits, maybe you guys will come across something. You know,
we're hoping.
I hope we find something absolutely unbelievably amazing.
Yeah.
And then keep it a secret so nobody else will go try to find it.
And the way
you don't
I
want to
see
keep
it,
it a secret. You don't want to keep it a secret because, you know, there's so many people out there in the paranormal field like myself that have written books and spent countless hours looking for these things, and we're looking for answers. You know, I don't do it as an enthusiast. I don't do it for the fun. I do it because of the actual science of it. I'm actually trying to disprove or prove the fact that these things exist.
Right.
But there are a lot of people that are the exact opposite, where they just do it for the adrenaline rush. They do it for, you know, just the fun of it. You know,
Yeah.
So, I think pretty much that if you guys, you know, take a serious approach, but yet record all your fun stuff, I think it'd turn out pretty well. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some fun stuff out of it.
well, just the video that we showed you isn't even the best stuff we have recorded.
Right. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
And we have funnier stuff planned for down the road. So we're starting off small so we can build off and look better in the end.
Yeah, that's the way it should go. That's the way it should go. Tanya's back on here. She says, Google the blue people. It's crazy cool. Okay, blue people.
Aren't they like a band?
Yeah, probably.
Like
That's the Blue Man Group. No, I wouldn't be a good friend, Teddy, if I didn't tell you. It's Tanya. Everyone calls her Tanya, and she hates it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tanya. I'm sorry, Tanya. I'm from New York, so excuse me.
We're from Missouri. We're weird.
Well, I was in Texas. I was in Oklahoma. I was in Tennessee. So I've been all over the place. And settled here. And Ruth Such is on here now. She says, hello all. Hello, Ruth. Thank you for joining us. Tom Nally says, you can always come to Philadelphia area and hunt the elusive paranormal skeptic. I know some areas that he has been seen at, laughing my ass off. So, you know, there are so many places, and I'm sure that. Well, you know, I was thinking was the TV show Mountain Monsters.
Yeah.
They seriously went out to try and find Bigfoot, but recorded all the stuff that happened as well. But it got so far fetched that people stopped watching it. You know,
right?
I was not a fan after I think it was after the first or second season.
Me either.
You know,
yeah.
When we always Pocus, it's like
yeah.
But if it's a comedy off the bat, if you know that, because they portrayed it to be real,
right?
But you guys aren't portraying it's real. You guys are saying that it's like a comedy thing, but it's lighthearted and it's friends having fun. It's friends, you know, doing this stuff. And even if there is some real stuff, you're still going to use the lightheartedness of it to produce the videos and make these skits, which I think is fantastic.
Absolutely.
And there'll definitely be serious parts. But the way we all agreed to it is there's people who like the serious stuff about what we're trying to do, but there's also people who like the funny stuff. So we're trying to go and hit both of those people and bring them in to one show that they can enjoy.
Well, I can be honest with you. The serious part is overdone so much, and it's really in the... I don't know if you watch paranormal shows. There's so many of them out there, and there's so much getting a lot of ridicule because of the way it comes down. I mean, there are some shows that are no other way around it. Crap.
Right. You know? There's shows where it's obviously staged, where they set everything up that happened. You know.
Well, there is, but there's also the ones that are so serious that isn't staged, but they're just not giving enough information for it to be. When you work for a television company, and you're doing these shows, I've been on 3 shows, so I know a little bit about this. That if it's not interesting, if it doesn't keep you on the edge of your seat, they fake it. They take it and they take whatever it may be this, but by the time they're done, it's this. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
right.
It's stuff that embellishes the shows right off the bat. I worked for such company, and I left because I just couldn't deal with it. I didn't want what I actually saw being taken out of context and blown into something that it really wasn't.
Right.
You know, just to get somebody to sit on the edge of their seat or tune into the next episode. My thought was, if you're going to be a serious show, then give them the facts, give them everything that you've got.
Totally true.
And lay it on the table. And they thought, well, that's not enough to keep people interested, which I think is horseshit. I think that if you give them the truth and let them make up their minds for themselves, then I think more times than none, they're going to turn into your show to find out what other truths you're
what's going to come up
displaying.
Right.
What's going to go on.
Right.
And even if you don't catch anything on camera, if there's like really good evidence for someone, might not make someone who's never believed in that stuff believe it, but it pushes them in that direction. It gets them thinking and researching, you know, other than just being far-fetched and, oh, that could never be true.
What are you going to say, Angie?
I think one of the best things about our group of friends doing this together is we're all very different. We all have very different views, religiously, politically, any kind of league you can think. We are very different, but we're all very supportive and open-minded. So for us,
Right.
you know
Killing
what?
me, T-Roy. Killing me, T-Roy. Killing me. She's trying to be serious, and you're like,
Yes, we know.
That's the T-Roy being serious.
But it is we're
just
all minded. We're not believe exactly like we do, and we have people in our group that believe in all of the paranormal. We have people that are skeptical that they don't. We don't really care if we find anything or not. We're going to look, but there's nothing wrong with the small. We have no reason to blow it out of proportion, and we're not going to change who we are to get more people to watch us. We're just doing this for us. If people want to join our adventure, they are more than welcome to, but we're not going to
come along, don't be fun.
Yeah, no, and I like that fact because that's how Talk with Teddy is. That's how Paratalk Radio is for me. With the radio shows, it's like I put out a welcome mat, but I don't hold your hand. I don't, if you don't like the show, then I expect you to leave, not to sit here and leave nasty comments or anything else. But my show over the this started in March. My show has had some good shows, and then we've had some that were not so good. But it is what it is, and I'm not gonna fake anything here for anybody. If they want to talk and chat and see what the subjects are, then great. If not, they can turn the channel, as they say. Right, and I think that's the way it has to be in life. There's too many things these days that are so opinionated and cruel, and that right now it's almost like people are out to hurt each other.
Yeah, totally.
Right. And that's gotta go away. Yeah, that's got to go away. I mean, my research for the paranormal over many, many years has always been to keep in mind that I'm trying to prove something for myself with catching the evidence that I can, but making sure that it's evidence, not something like evidence, which really isn't evidence.
Totally.
There's so much stuff out there. There's so much stuff out there that people believe is real, that it falls on a scale of not evidence. It just falls into somebody's personal opinion because they haven't done their research or they haven't really done the science behind it. So my thought for you guys is, sure, if you want to go out and look for something real, go for it, but concentrate on your skits. You know what I mean? Make sure that those are what's important to you, and everything else is just kind of like a bonus. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I think what makes this so great is that like everybody in our group is like a big family, a very dysfunctional family, but a family, and it's we all get along very well and can play off each other very well and are very supportive of everyone. So I think it works very well because of that.
And that's awesome. That's awesome. That's the way it should be. I've seen a couple things that Biggins has done with that other show, and and Tanya, and it makes me laugh, and
oh my God, it's hilarious.
Yeah, so like I'm hoping that that's what you guys are trying to do, and hopefully you guys will get to that position, and have something great to show. It sounds like it would be a lot of fun. To me it would be, anyways. I mean,
we're getting there. This for me has been a lifelong dream. I get to retire next week.
Wow. Nice.
So
you don't look old enough.
It's a forced retirement, but I'll take it.
Okay. All right.
So I've always wanted to travel, and then Bear and I met, and he's always wanted to travel. And then we just kind of held the gun to everybody else's head and said, "You're coming anyway." Then didn't have a choice, so.
There you go.
But it's gonna be great. I think what's gonna be really interesting is taking things, and let's say we find something really interesting we want to share, having the comedy side on top of that, and finding a good way to blend those together. And that's the kind of stuff I'm excited for.
That's cool.
And also on top of that, the places we're going, we're not shooting stuff on a set. You know, we're not doing this like for the shot with Biggin and stuff. That's all going to be one area that's relatively close to where we hang out, who we know and stuff like that. But when we go check out stuff, we're actually going to go there. It's not going to be a set. It's not going to be, you know. So if it's in Alabama, we're going to be in Alabama. You know, and that's, to me, that's the exciting part of it, is actually go there and do the shooting on site, you know, and just look at the places, get to know people, and, you know, and so if somebody watches it, they'll know what Alabama looks like because they see Alabama.
Right.
So,
And everywhere we go, we will have a karaoke party.
yes.
Oh my God, you got the queen of karaoke right there on the bottom.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh,
are you on the bottom, T-Ray?
Sing along.
He's
It's
on
a
the bottom.
competition. Saturday night, you can go to my house. We will settle this.
I promise you'll lose. I'm coming for the title.
Like Donkey Kong.
Totally, more than Donkey Kong, and his brother did.
Okay.
Wow.
Bring the fairy costume.
Right.
So Ben, is the puppet your main, like, is he going to be out throughout this whole thing?
Yeah, so the whole joke on the puppet is I've had it like since I was very, very young. And it just comes down to, you know, like I can actually like do, you know, ventriloquy, talk without my lips. I've sung with him in duets at karaoke and stuff like that. So Biggin loves him, Mom loves him, Bear loves him, T-Roy loved him. Like everybody was like, he needs to be a part of it. So I was like, let's find a really awkward but hilarious way to make him a part of it.
That's cool.
I think he's asking to see your puppet, Ben. It's late enough, right? Kids have been in bed.
Do you need to see him? He's sitting right over here.
Whichever, that's fine.
I'm just playing. I didn't think you would go for it.
But T-Ray, we were talking earlier about whether Ben should show Alfie tonight. I'm like, you should just like slowly pull him up out of your lap without a shirt on. Just make him laugh.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You know, it's whenever you can take in additional things like puppets and stuff like that you bring into it, it's always a pointer to comedy. You know what I mean?
Right.
All those extra things like that. I think
and like something.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
I thought you were
fine.
done.
No,
Okay. Well, like something with the video clip that you showed that we sent you and you helped like mess with a little bit. Like when I fall, like I push him up. I push myself up with his face by accident without even thinking about it. So it's like when people notice small stuff like that, I think it makes it a lot funnier. And I think that's why I like having something like a puppet in the show.
Yeah, he's probably swearing his ass off at you afterwards, though.
Exactly.
Sure.
Use my goddamn face to get up off the ground. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, we argue all day long, me and him. It's a constant. We can never agree on one thing.
See, that's the stuff that needs to go into the film. You know, and stuff like that. The puppet arguing with you, or certain things like that. Using
and I think we actually have
a car.
We actually have a scene where I'm walking through the woods, and I have him on a backpack, and like I'm kind of like bouncing my shoulder in a way to make it look like he's kind of talking, and the whole time we're having an argument.
Nice.
And so it's just, I think what's funny is I'm actually arguing with myself, and like once you realize that, I think it makes it a lot funnier.
Just don't get lost.
Right. It's a dark, scary place.
Well, Talking to yourself is normal, but when you start answering yourself is when there's a problem.
Oh,
Always bad. I do that all the time.
I'm gonna have to amend that in the wise words of my grandmother. Talking to yourself is okay. Answering yourself is fine. Asking yourself questions. It's when you have to ask yourself to repeat what you just said that you have problems.
That is true too. I can see that. I can see
Well,
that.
you know, sometimes Alfie mumbles, so I can't always get a clear like what he's trying to tell me. You know,
that's what Kevin says about T-Roy all the time. Oh my god. Well, we're gonna come up onto a commercial here, so I gotta play a couple of commercials. We're gonna come back. Guys, if you got any questions in the chat or anything else, like the watch party, which I've been ignoring by accident, I'm sorry, guys, over there. And Kevin's actually over on the watch party, Biggins is. So we will come back after the commercial and talk some more about it and see where this goes. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, you guys.
All right, we're right here.
I can't wait to explain to everybody. June the 15th to the 23rd, I'm putting on the glasses, is a tour that we're putting together for TED. It's called A Quiet Man's Journey to Ireland with TED, and it is 24 people only. We are going to some amazing places. We're going to abbeys, castles, haunted places. We're hoping to do an investigation at night. We're going to go to a haunted beach. We're going to be staying in some fantastic places, beautiful, small, rural hotels, and then we get to stay in a castle the night before we leave Ireland. It is amazing. It is coming in at $1,700 per person sharing. If you are traveling singly, you have to put a $200 deposit on top of that. Now, we would ask you, if you want to really, really secure your place, and you need to do it soon because I think that this is going to sell out, you can pay a soft deposit and then pay the rest of the deposit when the due date is. So the soft deposit is $100. And then if you want, you can pay the rest of it in installments per month. Chip away at it every month, and it makes it a lot easier. Do not book a flight until we give you the go-ahead, because we want to make sure that we have the full complement before people start booking flights. But if you want to contact us, please go to mysteriousAdventurestours.com, and our email is mysteriousAdventurestours@gmail.com. So we would love for you to join myself and Ted over in Ireland and go to, we're visiting the place where The Quiet Man was shot. In that movie, The Quiet Man. Ted is going to meet all of these people and see the cottage and see the land and everything. So please come with us. It's going to be great fun.
All right. So back with you guys. We are back. So we've been sitting here talking with Ben and Bear, and well, Angie's now with Ben. So she moved places on me. And then we have T-Roy and Kevin. And we're sitting here talking about the Cryptid Crusaders. It's a skit that I have, but it's part of a bigger series that they're putting together, which is going to be kind of like humor mixed in with the friendships that they all have, as well as try and have some serious investigations and stuff in there as well, but not forgetting the fun and the reason why they're doing it. So there is definitely some fun stuff involved, and they're going to have a blast, I'm sure. I think what I want to do at this time, we're into it for looks like an hour already. So I want to play the skit one more time, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it some more. So sit tight, watch the skit. This is the Cryptid Crusaders. This is a little piece of their larger shows, I guess, is what we're gonna say that they're putting together. And it's got some comedy.
Yeah.
It's a little fun, and it's just relax. It's fun.
Well, what the hell are you doing out here? Wet my ass on. What the hell you got?
Alfie, I think we found him. I think it was Bigfoot.
I do too. It was terrifying. There
Let's
ain't
get
no
out of
damn
here.
Bigfoot, you little weirdo. Get your ass back. What in the Sam hell? Damn little pervert watching me take a shit.
I think that was close, but I think we got away, Alfie.
Me too.
I kind of hurt my leg, though.
Come here, you damn little pervert. What the hell are you out here doing, boy? What the hell? But hey, no damn Bigfoot. Come back here.
So it's fun. I mean, I saw what you were talking about, Ben, where you used his face to get back up on. That's pretty funny. You should have brought him up with some straw and shit in his mouth. That would have been funny too. And then go, you know. So.
Well, it was really by accident.
That would have been funny.
So
especially
a
if he kinda
joke, I
looked at
think,
you
with
and
him,
said, you know, but you know, it's stuff that's it's definitely that's fun. Biggins is hilarious in himself, and like I said, the whole sound effects with him actually taking a dump is hilarious. I think it's fun, especially since all we got was a quick minute of it all. So I can't wait to see, you know, what else happens. I can't wait to see
we can't wait for you
T-Roy.
to see it.
Yeah, we can't wait for T-Roy to come in as a freaking fairy.
You know, it's gonna be fun.
Amazing. Wings on anymore.
I don't have no wings on anymore.
So, oh, Kevin clipped your wings, I see.
He clipped them. He was all like, clipped them.
Well, that's not clipping. That's more like hacked them. He used a hatchet and hatcheted them off.
I found them.
I think something that's super interesting and fun about this is like when we were watching that clip, like I got to see behind the scenes of all of that. And I saw that, but nobody else did, you know? And it's really cool to see how we have everything set up and what everything is actually in the background that you can't see on camera.
Right.
Hey.
We can't get on the fucking
Yeah.
That's
So beautiful.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Hey, you're on the show. This counts.
Yeah. Can everybody hear us?
So what is he saying?
Hi.
It says hi. He's been trying to get on, but the damn thing won't let him on.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was nice seeing you.
Are you using Google Chrome, Biggin?
We can't really see him because you had him sitting down. So.
Are you using Chrome?
Is that big in a box?
Yeah. Biggin in a box.
Yeah, big in a box.
Biggins in the box.
For $9.99, you can get bigger in a box. All the wisecracks you can. All I gotta do is say, okay, Biggin, tell me a joke.
Is that Popeye's new meal? Feed the family? Biggins in the Box, where you can feed the whole family for $19.95.
Right. Biggin, we need to get you a sponsorship.
It's
That's awesome.
So you can't see him, but you can hear him, and you can hear them.
Yeah. So for you guys with doing this, are you all planning on going on this road trip to these places all together as this group?
Yes.
Is that the plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, how many members are there of this? I mean,
Seven.
Yeah. So besides and Ben, we're all here.
What'd you say, Ben?
So it's everybody a C plus Biggin and Tanya, and that's the whole group.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
I can't see Kevin.
I can see his shoulder.
And this is the daughter.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. So, what are you going to do about real long trips? I mean, you guys got a big old camper you're going to be taking? Everybody driving? Or, Bear's got his finger up.
No, it's for our case, we're taking cargo trailers or car trailers and outfitting them with beds, water containers. So they're going to be essentially an RV. They're a little more sturdy. So we're going to tap into the back of a vehicle, drive out there, and set up. Basically, we'll be doing recon, and then so that's what we're up to.
That's cool.
I don't know if everybody else. I'm not sure about it.
Yeah.
We all have side projects that we work on too. He has a nail polish thing, and I'm trying to start a travel blog, and I'm doing jewelry. But I want to stop at every fun little giant ball of twine and world's largest pair of cogs, and on the way, and I want to film it and document it. And just mom and pop diners, and
right.
How everything works. All of us with our, you're distracting me. I've been drinking. You know how this works.
Really, girl, I have two. The Bloody Mary, baby.
I think the best part about all of this is we get to meet cool and amazing people from all over the world, and we're gonna, people we never knew exist. We get to hear stories and hear things we would have never heard unless we did something like this. This and traveling is like a dream for a lot of people. So we're like living the dream,
Love you too.
Yeah, I mean, some of these things that you're going on. I mean, some of the adventures.
Troy said,
just make sure you're careful with some of this stuff, because I know that you get into certain areas. Oh. Excuse me, sorry. You get in certain areas. I mean, it may be dangerous. Watching your footing, with the locations and stuff like that. Just a friendly thing. Just be careful.
Right. Plan everything cautiously.
Right.
Yes. Well, where we live right now, we haven't seen bears. They've been here, but we haven't seen them. So now the bears are starting to emerge. I just need whether I want to go outside.
Yeah, we've had bears for a long time, but you would never see them. They would just hide, and now they're just coming out to say hi all over the place. Bear sightings everywhere.
We actually have bear up here a lot. I've had them shit on my lawn next to my house. We have bobcat. We have all that stuff here as well. And
my bear's house trained, so I don't have to worry about that.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, my bear.
Wow. That's a fairy bear. Not a furry bear, but a fairy bear.
Biggin says same thing at their house when he's asleep.
Guys, I have to get up in the morning, so I'm gonna head to bed. You enjoy yourself.
All right.
Love you all.
We love you, Kevin.
Good night.
Man. So this is, I like the ideas. You know, I think it's really cool. Oh my God! Yeah, so Kevin put on here. I didn't even see it. He put on there. Oh my God! Both screens are side by side, and Angie was on the couch, but not. She goes, "Oh, magic! Poof!" You know. Tom says, "I mentioned earlier about how someone plucked his wings, but how the host was ignoring my chat. Ah ha ha! Nobody was ignoring your chat, Goofy." So,
where did T-Roy go?
I have no idea.
You had to go tuck in Kevin.
Obviously.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. I don't know. I think it's a cool idea. I just can't wait to see what happens next and what you guys actually can put together for this. There he is. What'd you do? Hit the wrong button?
Yes. I was like, shit, I pushed the wrong button.
Hey, this is family friendly.
I got tired over on that side of the screen, so I was like, screw it, I'm going to do that. Sorry, Dan.
Well, I was liking that side, so I'd like my spot back, please.
Snooze, you lose, and you were snoozing.
Oh.
You want it there, eh? It's on.
It's magic.
It's on.
You know, Ben doesn't believe it.
I did it. It's all magic.
What did you say, Mom?
I said that you don't believe in gingers. It's going to be one of our first times.
I don't.
Gingers?
Yeah, they don't exist.
That's what you are.
Colorblind. He doesn't.
The whole joke is I'm colorblind.
Oh. So you don't know that then?
People like to tell me a lot.
Well, you know, I'm colorblind too, but I can tell you're blind.
A lot of people can, apparently. Apparently, it's a bad thing. It's
No.
like a lot of people don't believe we have souls, and like
There's some of
there's
that.
a lot that goes into it.
I was a ginger once until my hair disappeared.
I can still tell. It still looks like mine.
I used to
Just
be
mine's a
ginger.
little- Mine's a little longer.
What happened to me?
Are gingers like the puck widget things in a TV? Is that what we're looking at?
It got screwed out of me.
So, I don't know, you guys. I mean, I can't say anything more than what I've already said. I think it's going to be fun. I think as long as you guys continue on with the humor, I think it's going to be big. I think people are going to love it. And I had said to T-Roy before, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. And, you know, if I've got the time, I don't mind. I do a lot of video production and stuff myself, so, you know, it's what I do all day long.
Right on. I will hit you up for info.
Oh.
Man, so I don't know what you Grant. I don't know if you can if I can say without you having to edit it out. Can you say like editing equipment on your show, or you have to edit it out?
Looking at my screen.
I have a ton of stuff that I use, different programs on my computers. I have a laptop as well as a desktop sitting here, a tablet. I basically use my phone. I use everything that I have to produce the videos or the intros for like the network. I do all that work. So
wow. Nice.
I'm the program director as well as I hire the shows. I'm the one that does all the artwork, the commercials. I have 2 voiceover people that do the intros and stuff like that. I've also been known to do some of it myself. I just hate the sound of my voice. But there's a lot of stuff that I do. A lot.
Well, I'll catch you up, and because I'm just getting started on it, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I made a beeline for cameraman because I don't want to be on camera that much. You know, so I'm like, what could I do? I can hold the camera. Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I would be afraid of breaking the camera. I've been lucky. I've only broke one so far.
One.
right?
So, but
Well-
I have a lot of cameras. I have probably 12 cameras, 12 or 15 cameras.
Right.
somewhere in
Most
there,
of them are also digital or
Oh, they're all digital.
Are they
digital
really?
cameras.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all digital. But a lot of those cameras, I have handhelds. I have some that are set up as through DVR systems for security that I use. I have, because being a paranormal investigator for as many years as I've done it, you have to have a lot of equipment.
Right.
I have a camper, a converted camper that has 5 monitors, has a whole setup with computers, DVR system, plug and play for the monitors as well as the cameras. I have so much equipment. I'm probably running between $6,000 and $8,000 worth of stuff sitting in this camper.
But we have the Bigfoot filter. So when you actually get a picture of Bigfoot, it'll filter them out for you. So it's not a cryptid.
No, that's all done with a program called Eraser.
right. So it has to be digitally weird, you know. So
yeah. Well, just
anything like that, I can just fake or put over myself. I that's how I do it.
Well, just with the video we sent you, and for the beginning part that you did, I was impressed. You already exceeded what I can do, or at least know how to do. That wouldn't take me a minute to figure it out.
It's not hard. I mean, there's a lot. You get what you pay for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, Teddy.
Yeah.
In all the years that you've done this, have you ever seen Tanya? Wanted me to ask you this. Have you ever seen anything fly through the air or totally unnatural?
Yep.
Like poltergeist?
Yeah.
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 Would you like to tell a story?
Yeah, it sounds like a story time moment.
I know. We're all very attentive now.
It's not.
We were
It's
sleeping
not
after
you guys interviewing me here.
Tanya Biggins
It's
says
one
story time, Teddy.
Story
What's
time.
that?
Teddy and Tanya
Story
says
time.
it's story time.
I'll go get
Okay.
cookies and milk if it helps you.
Here's Buddy, by the way.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yes.
He's so happy.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's pissed off at the neighbors. That's what I'm seeing.
That's Buddy. That's
To
Buddy.
me, it looks kind of like he's got stitches all.
That's Buddy. He's a big boy. So, but yes, to answer that question, I've seen stuff like that. I've seen other stuff that I can't explain. Most of that stuff just sits in a folder for me when I get old and grayer, and that when I retire and I have time to actually sit down and investigate and work with further, pretty much everything that you see out there can be explained to some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And if it can't be, then that's when you're left with what I call my X-Files. It's a little drawer filled with a minimal amount of stuff that I can't explain. Most everything that I've seen or experienced has been explained away. Very little I can't explain, and if I can't figure it out, I give it to somebody that can.
Right.
I don't want to give false information.
Right.
When I first moved into this house, I had a ceramic teddy bear. It was a bank that you put the quarters in and stuff.
Yeah.
And I always had a tie around his neck. Like, I used to wear ties a lot. I don't know what happened. I grew up and fat, so all I wear is t-shirts now. So I had this tie around his neck, and I came in one night really late after working. And when I came in, it was hanging by the tie in the corner of the room in midair.
Really? Oh.
And when I saw it and gasped, the thing dropped and broke.
Right.
Did you ask if it was trying to hang itself?
No. The house is haunted that I live in. It's got something here. There's always something going on. I'll go to sleep and I'll be just about to sleep and I'll hear knocking on the wall or something will kick my bed. People that have spent the night here have seen a dark figure in the middle of the foyer. My mom and dad both say that it's haunted. They've seen things. So I just, I live with it. Now I just yell at it and tell it to leave me alone and everything else.
Yeah.
It's never done anything nasty or harmful. It's just energy that's kind of like left here from the past. That's all.
Yeah.
So I got a question. When you start going to sleep and you're just in between sleep and being awake,
And
you ever hear like a loud voice talking to you? Like a full conversation that's like that is right next to you and goes away when you wake up? Or?
Nope. No, I never get that. I never get that. I get like a conversation of like 3 to 5, maybe 6 people, but it's in the distance.
Yeah.
In the room.
Yeah.
I get stuff like that. I really can't make out what it's being said, but that's I hear them, and I usually just ignore it and go to sleep. So.
Right.
I've been doing this so long that it doesn't bother me. I mean, it's not a. If something was going to harm me, it would have done it already.
Right.
I've been here over 20 years. So,
Well, Mom or Angie, whatever you want to call her, she always says she always says that they only have power over you if you give them power over you.
It depends on what it is. I mean, most things with us is like when I've ran into cases where people say their house is haunted and it's affecting them, meaning it's doing things to be more of an annoyance or mischievous than anything. And in most cases, if you just stand up to them and say, "This is my house, you need to leave," in most cases it stops. It's your house, you live there now. You can either tell them, "Hey, you can live here in harmony with us," or you can just get the hell out.
Right.
As in possession or anything like that, I don't necessarily believe that possession is true. There's too many cases out there that we've found that it's more of a mental illness than it is an actual possession. Psychology major, so it usually has something to do with brain functioning, things that are lacking, or there are even some extreme cases with PTSD, ADHD, schizophrenia. There's so many different things out there that have been laid across the table, and that's it comes as fact, and that's what's really going on instead of it actually being possession. I'm the science guy to a point, and then my mom is Seneca Indian, my father is Irish and Dutch Irish, and so the beliefs that I have are they come from the pagan world, they come from Native American history, and they come from the old Celtic and Druid history, and stuff over there. And it's I had to learn, being raised in America, between Catholicism and everything else that's here as a religion or a faith or a spirituality. We had the option as a child to decide what we wanted to be. So basically, I took what was most comfortable and felt the best for me. And so I pretty much just adapted both of my parents' ideals when it came to spirituality and the belief of a higher power. And so for me, I look at nature being number one, and so that's what I base my life on. But when it comes to the paranormal and the things that I see, like I have seen several cases where people are being haunted or have situations at home where they would bring in a minister or a priest to bless the house, and it makes it worse than better.
Well, yeah, if they don't believe in ghosts, then why would they go in there and be all like, "Go away, ghost"?
Yeah. Well, it's not only that. Your priests and your ministers are actually they're trained to abolish this stuff. I mean, they go in with a prayer of God to push away any negativity, and that's the way they do this. So I don't think it has anything to do with belief. I think it's more of their belief in their God and their power. So that's why they do that. Do they necessarily have to believe there's ghosts in the house? No, they don't have to. It's just it is what it is. I think all of us have. I think all of us have a belief in something, and we should have, because we don't know what the next life is going to have for us, and if there is a next life, and going through life without some type of belief, I think, is wrong. I think you got to have a belief in something, but it's up to the individual what they want to believe and what they want to do. All I know is with cases in the paranormal, more times than none, if you have a minister or a priest or someone like that come in and interfere, there's usually more hell to pay than there is, for it to be cleared up. Why? I don't know. There are some cases it works, but it only works for a short period of time. I've been in cases where they've had a priest come in and they've cleansed the house, and for 3 or 4 days it worked, but then after that it came right back. So,
I think kind of it has to do with acknowledgement. Like in my situations, if I've gone into a place and I felt like something was lingering over me, or like if I felt uncomfortable, like I was invading somebody's space, a lot of times acknowledgement, just saying, hey, I know you're there, I get it, what's going on, and this acknowledgement has really shifted the way the room feels. Instead of being feeling like I was imposing, a lot of times it changed into, okay, I know somebody's here, but as long as I say, hey, I know you're here, how's it going? And I provide acknowledgement that usually backs everything off. So
there's a lot of cases where, as well as like when you get into a situation and somebody doesn't have any belief whatsoever, and they sit there and they taunt these things. They say, I don't believe in you, you don't exist, blah, blah, blah. And come to find out, that's a way of letting them in.
If you're telling them that you don't believe in them, then you obviously do. Then what the hell are you talking to at this point?
Love you.
Hey, that's the way some of these people are. I mean, it's you can believe what you want, but you have to have something to believe in for yourself, for protection or something. There's got to be some spiritual sense of something there. I think that's how you become protected. I think that's how you get through. Is everybody has to have a belief in something. Everybody prays to someone or something. And
I guess we're speeding in. Yeah. While you're running through, bring me a beer.
Bring me one too.
As she's wearing a Smurf and astronaut Smurf.
Mm-hmm. I'm not skinny enough for shit. Right there. Come on in. You're not in the train. All right.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Here we go. I'm still in the stop. That's all good.
Well, I don't know what the hell T-Roy's doing.
We've been watching him spin around
I know.
for a minute.
I'm watching. I'm like, hey.
It's like a home tour. All right, so we're getting ready to travel. This is my house, soon to be up for sale. Showing you all the features.
I had to go get my charger because my phone's dying.
Oh.
No, sometimes, Eddie, because it sounds like you grew up in the same kind of way I did. I grew up on a reservation. And, what's that noise?
Oh.
Somebody's phone.
Oh,
that's the sound you've been looking for.
It might be. No, that's not what I want.
That's the COVID alert.
I'd love to chat you up because I grew up on a reservation. The people that took care of me, I'm not native at all. I just grew up there when I was a kid, and it's the people that raised me were super religious, but also I had to live on the reservation, which means I had to learn stuff, and so that to me opened up my mind to a bunch of the different ways the world is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love to chat you up sometime, man. And, because I think you'd be able to understand. So
I have been through a lot. I am going to be 54 in January.
What?
Me too.
Mm-hmm. I turned 54 last week.
Did you?
I've been 54 twice already. No, just playing around.
I
Did
think
T-Roy
T-Roy's
hit the wrong
phone
button
finally.
again?
I think T-Roy's phone finally said, I shit the bed.
He'll be back.
He always comes back. He tries to run, but he knows he can't.
There he is.
Well, we tied tethers to his ankle, so he can't get very far. When he tries to get far away, we just pull him back.
Put those damn wings back on him.
We actually, I don't know if you can tell, we actually have Kevin and T-Roy locked in our basement, so they can't escape.
Yes. Totally.
Good.
Everyone needs a fairy in the basement.
Absolutely.
I heard it's good luck.
Everybody needs a little fairy in the
Oh, it's
lab.
good luck, yeah. So is a rabbit's foot. Not really. The rabbit wasn't lucky. The rabbit wasn't
I like
lucky.
where this conversation is going.
About the rabbit's foot?
Fairies and rabbit feet, like,
All right, I'm going to warn you right now, Teddy. If he starts talking about gophers, just shut him off. Just turn him off right away.
That's okay. That's all right. We pretty much have come to the end of our show anyways. We've been talking for an hour and a half already. Kid doesn't seem it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun for sure.
Totally.
I'm sad Biggin and Tanya weren't able to be here, but they participated.
Well, they tried
as well.
They did in the chat rooms and stuff like that. Yes, Steve Barry. Everybody needs a Barry in their basement too, says Steve. Steve Barry.
He said that he was.
He plays a lot of guitar, so
to be here to be in it kind of thing.
All right. Well, I'm really excited about this whole thing. I'll pop this up here again on the banner for the cryptidcrusaders.com. Check it out. Can't wait to see the rest of the videos and what you guys are going to be putting up there. And how it all fits together and all that. That's great. I'm excited. I can't wait to see T-Roy flopping around in his wings.
Green thong.
They're wanting to come over, like they're going, woo, woo. Look at them. They're all like flying around me, like, oh, come on, dude, put them on.
We're trying to talk him into a green thong.
Oh, Jesus. I don't want to see that. I do not want to see that. No green thongs.
But it's really funny because I had red ones on today.
What, Red?
I do. You see them? I'm gonna show you.
No.
Yeah.
Don't want to see him. Don't do it.
$10
Well, I'm excited to get more stuff together and get you to look at it and see what you like about it. Also, like I said, I'll hit you up and see what I can learn from you. So, would like to. I hope to catch up with you, man. The more we get to know you, the more we open up.
That's cool. Well, T-Roy and Biggins already know, so they already know what I'm like. So, right.
So, well, I had a lot of fun. I hope to do this again with you sometime. I knew I would enjoy it, but I didn't think it would be this fun.
Someday,
I had a great time.
Good. What's that, Angie?
Someday I will try to lose some weight.
Lose some weight?
Awake.
Oh, awake.
Awake.
I was having a hard time hearing you. Sorry.
No worries. It is late and you're old. I think we've already established that.
Yeah, but you guys is like 10:30 or something over there, isn't it?
Yeah, I get up at 5.
You try calling me.
Yeah, it's like 11:35 here.
You should take a nap.
I've got a lot of work yet to do.
I am so sorry. I really
This is my life. I usually get up at like 9 in the morning, and I usually don't get to bed till 5 a.m. I usually only get between 3 to 4 hours a day. That's it.
How do you function? Is it energy drinks? Lots of coffee?
No. I'm a workaholic, and I just have too much on my plate. I just love to work and do things. I'm single, so that kind of helps too. Since I don't have a significant other, There's that big void to fill, so I work a lot.
Completely. You should come visit us in Missouri before we leave completely.
Or we go visit you in New York.
You should totally come visit us in Missouri. What are you doing Saturday night?
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. between working my normal job, running the network, taking care of my parents full time, running 2 paranormal teams, and what else do I do? Writing my books. I had to give up my band. I used to tour with a band for 20 years, and so I don't do. This is what I do now. I'm working 5 jobs right now, so I'm.
I would just like to say to Tanya, next time you think I do too much, I'm just going to talk to you about Teddy again. And then I will be lazy, which I am striving to become.
There you go. Yep, and I add new projects all the time. I've got a new show I've got to get put together. I've got 2 that I'm trying to catch up with. So yeah, I've got a lot on my plate.
All right. Well, hey, the offer goes back to you then. If you need help with anything at all, be sure to let us know. We'll do what we can.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, well, like T. Roy's been doing, it's like I'm just trying to get more people to pay attention to the shows. So if you pop on the shows, get in the chat room, share, whatever. I mean, that helps out a lot. You know, getting more people interested in what we do is very, very important.
Yeah, I've been hopping on some of them and commenting on some of them. I really do enjoy your show. It runs a little later at night, so sometimes I'm watching it. I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep. It's late, you know. So
yeah, the Talk with Teddy doesn't come on until 10 o'clock, and it's done usually around 11:30. Then there's Paratalk Radio on Mondays, which starts at 8 and ends around 10. But some of the other shows that are on there, they usually start right around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then there's shows that are back to back till about midnight. Midnight is the cutoff for most of our shows. Once in a while, one might go over, but we're still filling up the daytime show areas and stuff like that. Pretty soon we'll have a good 12 hours of entertainment on the network. It just takes time to get it all put together. It's still a new network. You know, it's still
right. Well, you have a great show. I really everything I've seen from it, I've enjoyed.
Thank you.
You have a different approach to
it. I'm just a little wacky. That's it.
What? Well, it's the little things that count. We established that earlier.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So, well, you guys, I really appreciate you coming on here and doing this. T. Roy, thank you for bringing this up and all that. And it's been fun. It's been a fun night. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
It was nice meeting everybody.
Right.
It was nice. There's a lot of good things.
We saw you a bunch of times, so we're like, oh, okay, I've seen that guy.
I already feel like I know you, you know.
All right, we're going to boogie out. See you in 10 minutes. T-Roy, we love you. Hug Kevin.
Love you, man. Love you, man.
Love you guys.
A little bit too.
We will hopefully get together and see each other soon. I've been missing you. It's been like a week.
Yes.
It's been too long.
How do I leave?
Oh man.
Night, y'all.
I'll dump you. It's no big deal. I'll get you off there. No big deal. We'll get you removed. Have a good night. So everybody else is paying attention here for Talk with Teddy. What's happening here? And there's T. Roy still. And it's going to be fun Thursday. We're going to be talking a serious topic. It's going to be fun to get the information out to people that have gone through the situation. I know that I have in my life. We're going to be talking to individuals that have been bullied all their lives, and we're also going to be talking about some of the things that can be done to help bullying, to stop bullying, as well as hearing the stories, and hopefully I'll be able to make a few of those people laugh and have a good time on the show as well, because that's what I try to do, So, T. Roy, as you're standing there looking pretty,
Thank
bye,
you.
boo.
Bye-bye.
All right, that's awesome. So, guys, don't forget, while you're taking care of yourself, take care of your neighbors as well, and we'll see everybody soon.